What is going on, my dudes, and welcome to what I'm calling the best build for Ancient Mines Nightmare Hardcore. This is a build that I was able to do before I was even able to complete most of the campaign, and I was able to beat this all 25 levels with the build that I'm about to show you guys. Now, I say this is the best build because you're able to do it with insanely low stats, which I'm going to show on the screen right now. And with these low stats, you're still able to beat it, but it's really not the most efficient build for sure, not even close, but it is the best. 100% confident in that. So to start out on the first wave, we're gonna put one wall there, put it as close to the spawn as possible, and the same for over here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to put it really close. And then the same with this spawn. Alright, and then what I like to do is we're going to put one flame tower here and make sure that it covers both sides. We're going to get it in both spawns, just like that. And then we're going to start the wave, and I'm probably just going to fast forward through these first beginning easy waves. Alright, so for this next round, what I like to do is I'm going to put this flame tower, which there's literally nowhere you can put it over here besides this one little spot right here. And I found that this works best to shoot down the lane and hopefully kill some of the spiders that are going to spawn behind the tower. Then you're going to put one deadly striker. And with this one I kind of like to angle a little farther out because it's going to kill some of the spiders that spawn over here. And those are going to be the only towers that are going to be built on that side. And then I like to come over here, and you're going to be placing 3 deadly strike towers over here, and you want to make sure that of course they get both spawns. And you're going to be putting 3 here, and then you're going to have one more flame tower right here, and that's going to be all the towers that you put down. Alright, so like I said, we're going to put the last 2 deadly strike towers in the back over here. And then finally the last flame tower over here. Again, wanted to make sure it gets both spawns. And I learned what works best with these flame towers is that you separate them so that this one can focus its priority over here because it's closer. And then same with that one, it's going to focus its priority over there, but at the same time they can attack both waves if like they aren't spawning at one of them. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put down a gas trap as close as possible. Oh. Don't fall off the cliff. Okay, and along with that, we're going to put down a strength drain. I like to have the aerial view with this, and you want to make it so that they aren't it's not going far into the spawn here, so that they, right as they get out of spawn, they get strength drain, so it's not consuming the health for no reason outside of the spawn. And the same thing for over here. And I realized that this maximizes the defensive units that you can spawn, which is something that, like, I don't know if it's just good for my aesthetic on how it looks, but I don't know, it's just satisfying when you're able to utilize all of your defense units without like 2 extra. Like, I'm always trying to look for the most efficient way of doing a build. And another good part of this build is that the strength drain also see, like, this guy's not getting by my flame tower, it erases that as well, and along with anyone that's immune to the gas, so that every single unit gets gassed, and every single unit is able to be hit by the flame towers as well. Alright, so now to finish off the build, again we're putting the strength drain tower right, or not tower, aura right there. And things to prioritize in regards to upgrading is that spike tower and this spike tower. I want to make sure that they get leveled up as soon as possible, because they're going to take the most damage, mostly from assassins, because for some reason the assassins just dodge that spike blockade and they just run around and just start attacking that spike blockade. And another slight problem with this build is the massive amount of spiders that are going to spawn. It's like in the later rounds, it's like 80, upwards of 80 spiders that are going to spawn, which is why I think it's not the most efficient build, because these spiders are just, they just sit around your crystal, and it's usually like later on it becomes like a huge pile of them. So what I like to do is I like to stay on my wizard so that my towers get buffed, but at the same time I'm able to time a mana bomb that I just run over here. You could do it periodically throughout the round, or you can just wait to the end and you just kind of run over there, kill them. If you don't kill them all, you just kind of run back. You really don't want to risk dying, especially when you don't have high stats. And I also forgot to mention, if your stats are that low where you really can't even mana bomb them, or you want to stay on a different character than the wizard, you could just leave them to die. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a time cap on how long a mob is able to stay on the map, and eventually they just die off. Again, that's not even close to the most efficient, but when your stats are that low, it's a good way to kind of just avoid that whole problem, if you're willing to take the time to do so. So this is one way, if you don't have the DPS to kill them like this, is you can sit right here. One, you're in the strength drain aura, so you're not going to take that much damage. Two, you can just sit here and prepare, and nothing targets you. Except for sometimes spiders will shoot at you. So I'll start the round on this side. I just found this worked best. You draw them in close to the Deadly Strike Tower. They'll die immediately. So after that, that side's fine. You're gonna run across. And normally he wouldn't chase me like that. He'll be over here hitting this like so. He's gonna back up. And you'll just sit right here and you'll repair it, or you can mana bomb if you have enough DPS to kill him, and that'll hit the ninjas, so it won't be taking as much damage. Then you'll. Alright, you guys, I hope this helped you out, and if it did, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, in order to view some of my future builds that I'm going to be putting out for you guys. Until then, I will see you guys next time.